I think my journey began as an audio engineer back in high school. I really loved music and I really loved being around musicians, but I was never really good at playing any instrument. So I was kind of the guy hanging around the musicians, but never really playing. And the first kind of thing that I picked up was a tape recorder. I guess the rest is history. My name is Noam Levenberg. I'm a mixing and mastering engineer from Tel Aviv, Israel, and I'm the founder of Safari Pedals. I think that what drew me into working as a sound engineer and sound in general is being able to help artists reach their potential in terms of what they're trying to achieve. And I think that with the tools as a sound engineer that I had or learned throughout the way, I slowly was able to help them realize their potential or get to a certain sound that they were looking for. Being that companion to producers and musicians was something that I loved doing. I think gear is important just, again, as a way to express yourself, but I also think that gear is really not important in terms of reaching a specific sound, because you can get to where you're going in so many different ways, especially these days, that it's really more of an expression tool than anything else. Safari Pedals was kind of my dream for many, many years. I had this vision in my mind that I wanted to have tools when recording that can be easily adjusted and easily something that I can grab, but at the same time have a specific texture and sound that was pretty hard to achieve with tools that you normally have in a studio. As a music engineer, one of the things that I loved using the most were stomp pedals for guitar players. And I'm not a guitar player myself, but in the studio, I loved using those tools as a mixing engineer, sometimes as a recording engineer. I think that pedals in general is an amazing idea because it's these little boxes that you can really express yourself with them and really be creative and go crazy. And I kind of had this thought in my mind that I said, why should only guitarists have fun? In my studio, I have a bunch of them, and I use them both in mixing as well as other engineering tasks. But it's kind of a pain in the ass because you have to adjust the levels and make sure that you're getting the right signal out of them. So my approach for Safari Pedals was, why not make something that's tailor-made for producers, mixing engineers, recording engineers, where you can plug a microphone straight into a box and go crazy. The Gorilla Drive is our first product. I'm really excited about it. It's a microphone preamp with an overdrive and a tone EQ, all built in one little box. And it kind of lets you get the freedom that guitar players get when they're plugging in an overdrive. Only you can use it on a microphone or you can use it on a line signal just coming out of your sound card. So it's pretty wild. I think that in the end of the day, each person prefers a different tool to get expressive and go crazy. And some people really like analog gear. Some people really like plugins. Some people like them both. And I didn't want to be obligated into one space. I didn't want it to just stay in the analog world or just stay in the plugin world. I wanted to have both. I think for me, my goal in creating these pedals and creating this brand is to really let people feel free to express themselves, feel free to be their kind of animal. That's part of kind of the reason that I call it Safari Pedals, and the reason that I'm going with this whole like animal theme is because I really feel like every person has kind of a different energy in him, and it's just another way to express it.